Yeah, we are live now.
ऐकू येतं?
Yes.
बरोबर आहे.
बरोबर आहे. We are live now. Is everyone able to hear us? You can just wave or
How many people are there?
thumbs up. There are 14 people right now.
अच्छा.
Yeah. Are you able to see the comments below?
नमस्कार.
Yes. Okay. Great.
Is this angle is okay?
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Can we start?
While namaste. While talking, if I want to put this on mute, what is this?
If you want to put this on mute, you're on mute right now. Yeah. Yeah. Now the video is also off. So can you please? Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Can we start with your permission?
I'm ready. Should we wait for more people to come? Or
We can wait for another 2 minutes and then we can start. Not a problem. Yeah.
Shweta has joined.
Yeah.
Our student.
Mehul Kishore has joined. Hello.
Today is actually a day where people are gone to bring Ganpati.
Yeah.
त्याच्यामुळे ना ऑडियन्स वरती इफेक्ट होणार आहे.
थोड़ा स्कैटर्ड असू शकतो.
पहले ध्यान में आया होता तो शायद तारीख आगे कर सकते. अरे वा, प्रदीप दीक्षित. प्रदीप दादा नमस्कार. Pradeep Dixit is a tabla artist who was playing with Kishori Didi.
Oh, great.
In many of the concerts, he has played tabla, and then with Kishori Didi, he had an association of more than 35 years.
Oh, great. Oh, that's great to know.
Yeah. Okay.
Namaste, everyone.
Where is Chaitanya?
Chaitanya won't be joining us as I am going live through his page. He'll join from his own personal device.
Okay. One thing I don't understand, here it keeps on showing that this has joined, this has joined, this has joined, but on top the number decreases, increases, decreases, increases?
Yeah.
What is that?
What happens is when you click on this, it will immediately show you have joined. But when people scroll right, they will leave this page, but it won't show that they have left.
Why they will scroll it? Why they will scroll it?
This live can be viewed as a story also. So when you just click on it and just scroll it, it will vanish away.
Acha. So the
Yeah. Mule is asking, we can start now. Yeah, sir, can we start?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So first of all, sir, namaskar karte. I need your blessings for this.
Namaskar. I need blessing from all the audience.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank Chaitanya Deshpande for organizing this interview. So,
Yeah.
Classical Music of India is the page which is owned by Chaitanya Deshpande. He's a tabla player and an advocate, and he is the disciple of Pandit Nayan Ghosh ji. So he is doing a very great job conducting such interviews of great artists and spreading what we can say he's trying to make people aware of Indian classical music, and he's contributing his amount to preserve Indian classical music.
That's
So yeah,
true.
Chaitanya joined us. Yeah, thank you, Chaitanya. Thank you so much. I would like to
Yeah, Chaitanya, thank you. Thank you for remembering me.
Yeah, thanks, Chaitanya. I am Nupura Joshi Bhide. I am disciple of Pandit Milind Raikar ji. I am learning violin from him since 2018, 19 now. Should I talk a bit louder? Yeah. I am learning from Pandit Milind Raikar ji since past 5 years now, and by profession I am a software developer, but by passion I am a violinist, and I am trying my best to learn from him whatever I can. And today I've been blessed to have an opportunity to interview my own Guruji. So I would like to introduce him in very few words. Rest you will all know as we proceed with the interview. So Pandit Milind Raikar ji is my guru. He is an eminent Indian classical violinist. So he has learnt violin from a very tender age. The reason behind him taking up classical music, a very important reason, very prominent reason, a key role which has played for him to take up Indian classical music is his father, and from there his journey has been started. We will definitely know in the interview further. Then he started learning. He came to he belongs to Goa. He came to Mumbai and he has got the Kala Academy scholarship, and he started learning from Pandit D.K. Datar ji. After that, he was also blessed enough to learn from Kishori Amonkar ji. She is an Indian classical vocalist, and getting to learn an instrument like violin, which is very close to the vocal cords from a very eminent classical vocalist, was his fortune. And here he is, all after gaining all the knowledge with wide hands, he's spreading the Indian classical music to other students as well. And let's start the interview. So, very first question I would like to ask you is what, according to
Before that, you have forgotten main 3-4 gurus. Without
I know
whom I would have.
ask you. Yeah.
I know. Without whom I would have not seen. You would have not seen this day with me. My first guru was my father, as you said, Achyutrao Raikar. Then Western violinist, Father Kamil Xavier, then Professor A.P.D. Costa, then Pandit V.S. Madji from Dharwad, and Vasantrao Kadnekarji, and then rest you have already said. Yeah. Now you can go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir, for correcting me. So my very first question is, what according to you is music? It's a very abstract question, but I would like to know your views on what is music.
Surprise, huh? Yeah, for me, my The music is a prayer. Music is worship. My father and teachers, gurus, always, especially my father and Kishori Taiji, they consider Swar as a Parabrahma. Swara Ishwar, Swara Parabrahma. And when we say and when we believe this Swar Parabrahma, then naturally the performance tends to be for God.
True, very true.
Yeah. So for me, music is a prayer. What we say that I consider my music should touch the soul, not the claps. I am more happy when there are less claps and when there is a silence after my concert. I think you have observed this silence many times.
I have observed
After,
many times.
after the concert, there is a pin drop silence for a while, and then the clap starts.
Yeah, definitely.
I consider when my violin is performed, when I'm performing my violin, or when my violin is being heard by people, and if they fall asleep, I say that that is my success.
Okay, that's
Yeah. And this reminds me about me playing for cancer patients.
oh, okay.
Yeah. In one of the concerts, I mean, most of the concerts, all the photographs that he has shown me are people are like this. And and after concert got over, people came to me and they said like, बहुत दिनों के बाद सुकून से सो गए हम. That was God's blessing, and that's what I consider as.
This is one of the rarest answer I've heard when I ask people what is music, and no one must have thought in this way. I'm very sure, but this is one of the rarest answer which everyone must listen. Yeah. Moving on. It's a very common question. Most of people must have asked you before also. Why did you take up the violin only? Why not sarangi? Why not flute? Why not
There
any
are
other?
there are 2-3 reasons. The main reason is already you said. The force behind violin was my father, but the reason behind it was, I don't know if you are aware of that or no. I was a guitarist once upon a time. I was a congo player. I was a bongo player. I was a singer. I used to play rhythm guitar. I used to play bass guitar. My father used to, this is a story of 1977, 78, 79. Father used to say that if you want a guitarist to play with you, if you ask somebody, you will get 10 guitarists.
Right.
During those time, टेलीफोन नहीं, अभी तो हम लोग बोलेंगे कि एक फोन करने से 50 गिटारिस्ट मिलेंगे. तो कहने का मतलब यही था कि अगर आप फोन करके अगर किसी को पूछेंगे कि मुझे गिटारिस्ट चाहिए, तो आपके पास 50 गिटारिस्ट आएंगे. मगर अगर आप पूछेंगे कि मुझे अच्छा वायलिनिस्ट चाहिए, तो शायद ही एक या दो वायलिन मिलेंगे आपको. That was the situation in Goa. That too, playing Indian classical music was ना के बराबर थे.
Rarest of all.
Yeah, there were violinists of playing Indian music, but somehow बोलना अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, मगर सुरों का मामले में थोड़े से गड़बड़ थी. So my father is मेरे पिताजी सुरों के पुजारी थे.
Okay.
उनका हमेशा कहना था कि सुर ताल गया तो बाल गया, सुर गया तो सिर गया.
Okay.
And that's how he made me play one note for at least 8 hours day by day.
Oh my God.
सा
Okay.
सा बजाना है तो 8 दिन सा का ही पूजा करो. रे ग म and all those things. He never allowed me to play faster. So coming to the point, so he used to say अगर वायलिनिस्ट ढूंढेंगे तो वायलिनिस्ट नहीं मिलेंगे, तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप वायलिन ले लो.
Okay.
और मैं गिटार बजाता था, लोग तालियां वगैरह बजाते थे. दैट वाज अ डिफरेंट फन. तो एक बार मैंने सोचा कि जब पिताजी इतना मेरे पीछे पड़े हुए हैं तो क्यों ना वायलिन ले. तो मैंने पिताजी को बोला कि मुझे आप कहते थे ना, तो चलो वायलिन मैं सीखने के लिए तैयार हूँ. एंड आई रिमेम्बर इट वाज समथिंग लाइक लिटिल बिट रेनिंग एंड my daddy was so happy that he took me on cycle to one beer bar.
Okay.
गोवा में है, वो अभी भी है कि पता नहीं. So in that shop he took me. I was surprised like where he is taking me in the beer bar. He took me to that owner of that bar and I said, John, I had told you na, keep that violin. My son would learn violin.
Oh my
And
God.
he
Okay.
and he paid 300 rupees for that violin and we came. The
He got it.
300 at that time was like, we can say 30,000 or 50,000 of today's.
Definitely.
Because my father's salary was 300 rupees. Father's salary was 300 rupees, and you can just imagine what was his vision, that he saved that money for a year maybe to give me that violin.
Exactly. Oh my God. True sacrifice can be made by our parents only, and that is very
Exactly. And then because there was no Indian violin teacher, I had to go to learn Western music, and that is definitely benefiting me today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as we all know that Raikar sir has got this suro ki sadhana ya fir to worship the notes this from his father, right from his father, and he's doing the same. He's teaching his students the same, and after learning Western violin, he has shifted to Indian classical to learn Indian classical violin. So moving on to my next question, what are the benefits of learning Indian classical violin? We see that many people find it very boring, that nahi क्लासिकल नहीं सुनना है, इसमें तो नींद आती है, क्लासिकल नहीं सीखना है, आप मुझे गाने सिखा दो, बॉलीवुड सिखा दो. आई वांट पीपल आर नॉट विलिंग टू लर्न इंडियन क्लासिकल इन नाउअडेज. So can you just explain the benefits of Indian classical violin?
Benefits, one of the best benefit is you increase develop the concentration.
Okay. Concentration.
Yeah. Then learning classical music helps you to play any other kind of music, format of music. Whereas if you are learning Western music or if you are playing Western music, it is not necessary that they will be able to play Indian music. Vice versa. If I know to play Indian music or if you know to play Indian music, and if I write the notation for you of Western music, you will be playing it easily, and you have played it. You have played Dr. Shivago, you have played Kesara,
Yeah,
but
Kesara.
of course, those music are light music, not the pure Western classical music. For pure Western classical music, you need to take a proper training, proper tuning, proper bowing, everything. That is a different issue.
Right.
But even to play that Western music, you are able to play if you are an Indian violinist.
Yeah.
But for them, even if you give the notation in writing, now what we have seen in Natadara, in our colors of violin, they were just playing ta da ta da ta 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 da ta ta. These are the notes of Indian classical music, but we wouldn't say that it is a Indian classical music. That is one of the best use of learning classical music. In the beginning, children get bored. That is true. But then it depends upon the teacher how to make them grow with Indian classical music. Not necessary that you implement the basics of Indian classical music, that is main gamma. Then give you a little bit of song where you can play a small mint in it. Then interval is the second main.
Elements.
That is a different part of teaching.
Yeah, as I've seen you doing to the academy students who come to you, there are so many small students learning Indian classical music from Raikar sir, and they're really happy playing that. They feel that kind of achievement. Yeah, this is something I have achieved, and sir is teaching me that. He is imparting Indian classical music into these small students very patiently, and they're definitely loving it. So it's true that totally depends on the teacher how he imparts basically music into his students. Yeah, that's very true. Also, I have seen that while learning Indian classical music, we can develop the process of improvisation, which in Western or Bollywood, right? My
Creativity.
teacher will give me one song notation. Okay, he'll give me 100 notations, but he cannot give me notation of each and every song if there are 1 lakh songs. So when our ears become very strong after learning Indian classical, I can take out the notation of any song I want to. So that's the main reason how Indian classical can benefit to play anything.
Writing down the notations and understanding the notation is also possible for Western violinists also. For that, actually, you need to tune your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It is developed periodically, slow by slow.
Right. As we have now moved on to the topic of Indian classical music, finally, if we consider the instrument violin, which we say it goes very near to the vocal cords, right? It can actually replicate what a person is singing. Okay, so how do we make the violin sing? What is called as gaiki ang on the violin? I know it's very abstract question, but I think you can explain it way better than anyone else.
Yeah, it is abstract, but it is a common question that everybody asks me, what is gaiki? Because everybody says, I play in gaiki style.
Yeah, you definitely do.
For everyone, the interpretation of gaiki ang is different. It differs maybe, we should not have, but it differs. Like, for example, da 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 da. Now this Naravara Krishna Sama. Now you da 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 da. You play with a small bow, short bow, and cut notes. For them it is gaiki because the words are coming clearly. Naravara Krishna Sama. Right? The same thing. If I play tararara, tararara, can you hear the mint?
Yeah, I can.
Tararara, tararara, dararara. This run along with the mint is gaiki.
Okay.
Once Kishori Didi told me that you are already an established artist, you are already the senior disciple of, one of the senior disciple of Datar Guruji. So what are you come to learn from me?
Okay.
So I said, your gaiki, your soulful music, the depth of the music, nuances of gaiki, rag, the khayal paddhati, whatever I could explain in my way. I requested her. This was not in the beginning. This question was like after learning for 2-3 years.
Oh, okay.
It was suddenly, why you have come? Then she said, yes, the nuances of the gaiki which I sing should come in your violin. That's why I have accepted you.
Good. Okay. As a student.
Because what is the best part is you are your intonation is perfect. You are performing to the exact accurate pitch. That is my father blessing. And more than me, she praised my father. She said, I respect your father because he trained you the way it has to be.
Exactly.
And it is because of him that I have accepted you. Because of Datar Guruji, I have accepted you. Because of your pure notes that you are playing, I have accepted you. Now, the nuances. Then she sang. Now I am telling you. See if you can understand what I am singing. If you can hear me. Ah, now, this is sa. From where did I apply this sa? Can you tell me?
As far as I heard, you applied it right from po or the. You started from
Pa or do. Right? So that pa or the, you should be able to listen to that.
Yeah.
That's Gaiki.
Oh yeah.
Then further.
Sa sa re.
But सारे के बीच में क्या है?
Oh. Sa.
छोटा सा निषाद है. अभी
Yes.
now in Bhuprag there is no nishad. So she gave me many examples. Why that knee comes. One is Bhup is in Kalyan Ghat.
Yeah.
But that knee is not heard. Invisible knee.
Right.
अभी क्या किया? So these minute things what I learned comes in my violin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
so
comes.
we can say, या फिर now can you find any break in between this phrase?
Definitely not.
The notes are sa dha re dha ga see, now I cut it. So the same thing is expected on violin without cutting the bow, without changing the fingers or change it in a way that you are not able to understand.
Right.
You are not able
Because
to
the bow,
notice it.
yeah, because the bow has its own limit, but the way you change the bow, it can't be heard. You've changed or you've changed the note. Yeah, I got it.
No, yeah. And one more example I give, because I must give this example because this is one of the phrase that Kishori Didi took pain in teaching me or getting it done from me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Da na na the entire part is, it was like a question, how should I play this without making you understand that I have changed the
Change
bow.
the bow or change the string. Yeah. I can
And
imagine so many string
especially
changes
changing
and
the
bow
time.
changes. Yeah.
Yeah. Now this is one of the phrase. So I said, ये कैसे आएगा? बोले क्यों नहीं आएगा? आना चाहिए. So I played it. The bow was running fast. Though Datar Guruji trained me by playing 32 notes in one bow.
Oh my God. Okay. 32 counts in one bow.
One bow. But that 32 count with 32, what we say, that long period timing, let us say 32 counts takes 10 seconds or 15 seconds or 12 seconds, whatever it is. But even that 32, that 10 seconds or 12 seconds were less to play Kai's phrase.
Right.
And then she made me play for 500 times.
Oh my God.
Every time I used to, my bow used to fall short, then I used to try to make it as slow as possible. And she was sitting on that sofa until I was able to get it. And the moment I got it, she said, आलं ना आता, येणार नाही म्हणत होता, आता ह्याला प्रॅक्टिस कर 500 वेळा. And she went inside, yeah, she went and she came, but her ear was जळत, थोडंसं चुकलं तर काय रे, I was hearing that. So
this shows the efforts you have put behind getting one phrase right. And if we consider music as an ocean of notes, then if getting one phrase correct is going to require a 500 time effort or so much effort, then what we cannot even imagine how much efforts you have put to master one single note or one single phrase. Oh my God.
As I told you, you just imagine playing one note for 8 hours, for 8 days. Some of the notes like Todi, Lalat, Lalka, Komal Devat, Tivra Madhyam, Shuddha Madhyam. That phrase to play, my father didn't allow me to play fast until it is come properly for 8 days, 1 month. He used to come and remove my bow if I was faster than that.
Okay. If someone nowadays tells any student to play for 64 hours only one note, then that student might leave music. He'll not come back.
They leave. Yeah, they leave. They don't come. So now the strategy of Guru has been on a way of changing their strategy. Either you learn or go get lost. Either teacher has to do these two things.
Make some compromises for the student. Yeah, moving on to the next question, like while teaching your students to develop interest in Indian classical as well as playing some complicated phrases, you have composed some of your compositions, am I right? And you have
you are a little low.
I'm really sorry. As I can see that to inculcate Indian classical music in your students and to increase their interest in Indian classical, you have yourself composed some composition. Am I right?
I need to.
Should I be wearing earphones if the voice is not clear?
Try that.
I'll
try that.
Yeah, please give me a moment. Yeah, please tell me if I'm.
Okay, please sing. Yeah, I mean sing. Play. Sorry, talk.
Yeah. So
Better.
I know that you've composed some of the compositions in different ragas like Yaman, Natabhairav, Ahir Bhairav, and so on, so that your students actively develop interest in Indian classical music, and you have consolidated all the composition in the form of colors of violin. It's such a beautiful concept. I would like to know some more things about colors of violin. Me being a part of colors of violin, I have so much memories to share, but I want to know how about this brainchild of yours. Like, how did it come into existence, and what you do in colors of violin?
Okay, let me put a reverse question to you. Being a part of Colors of Violin, you have played 2 big shows.
Yeah.
Many others have played small shows, but you are lucky to play big shows, right? What you have learned? Tell me that first.
First of all, it was a roller coaster of music for me. That I've learned so many things from it. It has benefited me in terms of learning, in terms of experience, in terms of concentration, and so on and so forth. That's what I said. I have a countless memories to share about colors of violin. But for me, it was a what we can say life-changing experience in terms of violin, if we consider.
Yeah. See, basically there are many children who hesitate to practice. But if I give them a platform, like for example, whenever you celebrate our Guru Purnima, my Guru Purnima, that is a time where each children are interested in showing what they are learning, right?
Yeah, right.
So on the name of Guru Purnima, they are practicing violin little harder.
Right.
Now it comes to colors of violin, when they know the audience are different. In Guru Purnima, the audience are all children, so there is no that much of pride.
Mm.
Now, when they know that we are performing in Ravindranath Mandir, Dinanand Mangeshkar on a big platform, so responsibility comes on the each child. It is given
Definitely.
rather,
Mm.
and that is the part when some of the bowing techniques which I usually don't teach, or even if I teach, they don't practice.
Practice. Mm.
There are some phrases that if I teach them in the class,
Mm.
they wouldn't really play it.
Yeah, they would just
So
look over it. Mm.
yeah, so there are some folk music, like for example, Goan folk music,
Mm.
where the arpeggios are given.
Mm. Right.
So this all these phrases are practiced in with a different
Mm.
interest. Yeah, for
Mm.
example, warrior, the bowing technique that you play the
Mm.
bow without moving your entire
Mm.
arm.
Right. We bounce it.
This
Right. Mm.
playing the run.
Right. Mm.
So all these are practiced and played and learned by the student unknowingly.
Right. Right.
Same way is the film songs
Mm.
which we use. Of course, if I teach them film songs in the class, they would learn.
Mm.
But that is not my aim. My aim is to
Exactly.
train them classical music. So हमको पिक्चर का गाना बजाने को मिलेगा इसके लिए they join and unknowingly they learn भूपराग, अहिर भैरव,
Right.
यमन और
Right.
हौसुनी. That is the reason behind it.
Exactly.
And another reason is
Mm.
what I there was one my fan, now he is no more, by
Mm.
Ashok Kaka, Ashok Kulkarni.
Mm-hmm.
He used to always tell me, Are, see, I don't like classical music, but because I love you, I am coming to listen to your classical music, and I don't enjoy. If you ask me how you played,
Mm.
I would say, ठीक है.
Mm.
मतलब उसके लिए प्रोग्राम हुआ तो भी बड़ी बात नहीं है. अच्छा बजा या बुरा बजा है, for him it was
Mm.
nothing. So he used to be always behind me
Mm.
that you should do something where a mass public will also appreciate your
Mm.
violin,
Mm.
which I know that you have learned Western music, you have learned light music, you know to play film music, everything. So you
Exactly.
should do something. And
Yeah.
that was the reason
Mm.
why I thought of to
Okay.
start with.
Mm.
Yes, to start with, what I did was I played folk music of India in
Okay.
classical concerts.
Okay.
That was in 2007 before
Mm.
going to
Mm.
America, and I had performed it in one of the concerts in Thane,
Okay.
where
Mm.
the organizer had come.
Okay.
And out of all entire classical music, what he remembered was I played folk music. What he remembered.
Okay.
And in that folk music, I use Western music also, because
Mm.
Goan music comes with that Western
Right.
format.
Mm.
After the concert, he came and he met me. I will never remember. I will never forget this folk music of yours.
Mm.
Classical, I don't like that much, but I
Mm.
enjoyed your music. When the time comes, I will contact you.
Mm.
And then he contacted me in 2010.
Mm.
I said, Milind, what can you do if I want to organize your concert?
Mm.
What different you can
Mm.
do? At the same time, this thought process started. It was my dream
Mm.
to make my student play like a film orchestra in a
Mm-hmm.
group,
Yeah.
and I wanted them to play Western music as well as classical music, as well as film music,
Mm.
as well as folk music. So I designed that concert,
Mm.
and his name is, I must take, there are three people behind this concert, where one is Girish Gogle, who is
Mm.
my student,
Mm.
Chitre from
Mm.
Thane,
Mm.
and Ajit Paranjape. Ajit Paranjape was the organizer
Okay.
from
Okay.
Thane Indradhanu Foundation. And then I started composing Yaman, I started composing
Right.
differently,
Different.
and it came up as a colors of
Yeah.
violin. The colors of violin, in fact, was planned in Goa before coming to Bombay. It was planned in
Oh.
1983.
Oh my God. Okay. It's a very
Yeah,
old concept in your mind. It was
yeah,
revolving around. Yeah.
I wanted to do that something.
Hmm.
Like even this melange, what we played with
We played. Hmm.
film violinist and student. This concept was there since then.
Yeah. I cannot express. We were so lucky to have played with such great violinists under your guidance. But we learned a lot there. We learned a lot there.
Exactly.
Because
You know, when that show was, the organizer approached me,
hmm,
I was in two minds
hmm,
whether should I take or no.
hmm.
Because every time whenever this kind of concert comes to me, my my frown starts more and more. My what is it, thinking process starts. But then I am totally into that
That
planning.
zone you're. Hmm, hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So my wife and many others, including Agnesh also, you don't take this because you will go under tension
Yeah.
and we are afraid that कुछ भी हो जाएगा टेंशन में. But then I said कुछ भी हो जाएगा तो चलेगा मगर प्रोग्राम करके कुछ होने दो.
Oh my God.
And because it was one of my dream project, I said
Hmm,
let me do it. अगर पैसा कम पड़ता है तो let me invest from my
hmm,
pocket.
hmm, hmm.
And that concert
Yeah.
went on with the support of all children, huh? All of
Yeah.
my students and
Yeah.
those filming musicians. Yeah.
And the output was in front of us. It was such a grand concert. We can say never. No
And
one would have
yeah,
seen such a blend of classical and Western music. Never.
if any audience wants to listen to this program, they can contact you if it is possible, or
Yeah,
they can ask
definitely.
Chetan. We will send them the link because
Yeah,
I cannot put it on the YouTube because
yeah.
it requires
Hmm,
permission,
hmm, hmm, hmm.
royalty issues.
Hmm. Right.
So if anybody wants to know what is that concept, you may please send me your request. We will
Yeah,
send it to you.
definitely. Anyone
Yeah.
wants the link for the concert, then please DM on this page, and then we can make arrangements to send you the links. Yeah. As you said that this concept was designed so that students can practice, students can come, they can learn different things. They can basically play the violin for a very long time and they
Yeah.
can get accustomed to this instrument. So my next question is how to stay motivated for doing riyaz. Like I feel it's very boring to take out the violin. When you are teaching us, right, it's everything seems very easy. We try to play whatever you teach, we quickly grasp, but when we play at home we don't get any kind of motivation to play. So how to stay motivated daily to do riyaz, and what should one do, how should he start practicing, how should he do riyaz step by step? Can you please throw some light on that?
Everybody needs a father like my father.
I totally agree.
Or or if you keep a aim,
Hmm.
my journey became like that. Huh?
Hmm.
Though I respected my father, I was getting bored to play. You just imagine I was in 10th.
Hmm.
That is another fun. Huh? I
Hmm.
took the violin when I was in 10th, where all the students nowadays leave the violin at 10th standard.
Yeah.
And
This
they
late.
join at, yeah, they join at 11th, or they join after 12th or after
Yeah.
getting job. But I joined when I was in 10th.
Hmm.
And my all friends are playing outside and I'm playing sa, pa, sa, pa, dha, sa. Sorry for wrong word. The सा, कितना सुनेंगे आप?
Oh my
ध सा.
God.
Yeah.
It
So
must have been
slowly,
so hard.
yeah. The aim was, my first aim was to play Ek Pyar Ka Nagama song,
Hmm.
where I played and I won 10 rupees as a gift.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
That motivated
Hmm.
me.
Okay.
The the next step was like there was one violinist who came. So my aims kept on changing.
Hmm.
My goals kept on changing and
Hmm.
increasing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Ultimate goal was given to my to me by my daddy that I want you to be one of the best violinists in India, in the world.
Mm.
But that was too far. That was too far. But to climb up first floor, second floor, third floor, fifth floor, the aims were changed. Like there was one violinist who came to our house and he played during that time the Kurz movie was
Yeah,
there. Dard
yeah, yeah.
dil,
Yeah.
uska jo, that piece was there. Now I came to know that it is played by none other than Amar Alipur.
Mm.
So
Oh. Mm.
yeah, so that violinist by name Joy, he played that piece so well. He played this Ek Pyar Ka Nagama ka piece, ta ra 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 ra, which I couldn't play at that
Mm.
time.
Mm.
Then Jaane Kaha ta ra ra ra,
Right.
that piece. So these
Mm. Mm.
three violin pieces he played,
Mm.
which I thought that अरे मुझे इनके जैसा बजाने का है.
हाँ, हाँ.
So my aim changed from Ek
Mm.
Pyar Ka Nagama to this
I too.
person.
Mm.
Then we were transferred to another place in Goa. There I met one of the top violinists of Bombay industry
Mm. Mm.
who got settled in Goa, Goan violinist by name Emiliano de Cruz.
Okay. Mm. Mm.
He was playing in Taj Hotel, Goa.
Oh, okay. Mm.
And the way he was playing, fantastic. All the runs, the
Runs.
purest of the note, of the high pitch note and
Mm.
everything.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So I changed my aim to this, that I want to play in this hotel.
Like this. Okay. Okay.
I want to play in that
Mm.
hotel, five-star hotel, Bada
Mm.
hotel.
Taj. Mm.
But to start in hotel, you have to climb up again the ladder. So I played for the training. I played in Panjim hotel is there by name Mandovi. I played
Okay.
in. I started
Mm.
playing there. Small songs, all these
Mm.
Hindi songs,
Mm.
and some of the I learned Western songs.
Right.
Then I met Emiliano and I played some songs for him.
Mm.
He
Mm.
praised me a lot. He said, "You have
Oh,
got a very
great.
good ear.
Mm. Mm.
You got a very good intonation of the violin, which is
Mm.
very
Mm.
rare, and you got a very good bowing.
Mm. Mm.
So develop this, become a top artist,
Mm.
top graded artist,
Mm.
and
Mm.
then you will never look behind." आम्ही म्हणतो ना, तुम्ही
Okay.
एवढे पुढे था की तुम्हाला मागे वळायची वळून बघायची गरजच नाही
बघायची
पडणार.
गरज नाही. Exactly. Exactly.
So those words really inspired me. Those same words were used by my father
Mm.
also. वडील म्हणायचे की तुझं चांगलं व्हायलिन असतं, पण फादर काय किंमत असते
Exactly.
पप्पांना. And then my professor used to say
Mm.
that you have got a very good ear, same words. And my
Mm.
professor Epati Costa encouraged me, trained me in a different way with
Mm.
the bowing and everything.
Mm-hmm. Going on.
Yeah,
That's very nice.
yeah. So
Yeah.
what I was telling you.
How
So
to
then
be motivated.
within few days I started playing in Taj
Oh.
Hotel. I had my
Oh.
own
Okay.
I had my own band. Yeah, but my father was not happy.
Mm. Mm.
He said, "This is not what I want you to do. I want you to learn classical music."
Classical.
And by grace of God, I had Pandit B.S. Mat
Mm.
Guruji
Mm.
next to my house
Oh.
in my
Oh.
in the same area, just walking 5 minutes walking.
Mm.
So I started learning from him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm diverting a little bit
Mm.
because the entry to my Guruji's place was not easy. He
Okay.
tested
Mm.
me. He tested
Okay.
me. He said, "Come tomorrow." I
Mm.
used to go with violin. There was lock, and he used to again that at that time
No
there were
phones.
no telephones.
Mm. Mm.
So you have to go see the door. If
Mm.
open, then knock the door. Otherwise, see the lock and come back.
Right.
So this way, 8 days I went. Then
Oh.
I met
Okay. Okay.
him.
Mm.
Then he said, "Come next week." Next week I went. Again the same thing. He said, "कल के कल के बाद आना." That was after 4 days. Thursday को आना. I went Thursday.
There.
Then he said, "Come on Sunday."
Mm.
And this way There were almost more than 1 month. Then my father came once with me. Then he said, if you keep on doing it to this boy like this, he will lose the interest of learning. So I request you to please accept it. And then my training started with him. And then I started learning classical music.
Oh my
And the rest is
God.
so
Okay.
yeah. After that, I came to Bombay. I got the scholarship from Kala Academy and all. But my father and my Mat Guruji both were not happy of me playing in hotels, me playing Western music.
Oh, okay.
Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Then for 1 year I left everything. I didn't leave Western music. I said, Guruji, मैं तो दोनों बजा रहा हूँ ना. शाम को ऐसे बजा रहा हूँ तो वेस्टर्न म्यूजिक बज रहा है, दिन में नीचे रख के बजा रहा हूँ तो इंडियन म्यूजिक हो रहा है, एंड आई एम डूइंग इट. बट ही वाज लाइक नॉट हैप्पी. एंड देन so one day he told me that his wife won gold medal in All India Radio
Oh, okay.
below 24 years of age. So I kept that at my
Aim.
aim that I must win gold medal.
Right. Okay.
And that's how the journey towards from Western music, hotel music to that classical music. But when you keep a aim of winning gold medal, it was tough.
Definitely.
And then I understood the riyaz what my father used to make me do. Now the riyaz of Tan, riyaz of Ragdari, all those things came up. And because I play in hotels, because I play guitar, because I play in orchestra, I had my own orchestra, I had my own band. My father told me that you must go to Bombay.
Okay.
If you are here, then you will keep doing all this.
Keep doing all these things.
And that time I was earning 50 rupees per day.
Oh,
In Taj Hotel,
okay.
I used to earn 150 rupees.
Oh,
For orchestra, 50 rupees, maximum 75 rupees was our income. So that's how, and I got a scholarship from Kala Academy, and then I came to Bombay.
okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
So after
Everyone.
coming to Bombay, the best aim was I want to become Pandit K. Datar.
True.
So now to become like a Pandit K. Datar ji, naturally Riyaz is the only answer for that.
For that.
And that motivated me. Then after that, while doing it, I wanted to be like a Kishori Tai. I wanted to play Kishori Tai's style of gaiki on violin. So the aim kept on changing. Ultimate aim was to become an Indian classical violinist.
Violinist.
That was already imbibed by my father.
Right.
Sorry, I
That kept
extended
you.
a lot, but I
Not a
gave you
problem.
all the brief.
Yeah. It's very interesting to know this, and you always had some or other kind of motivation to get here, to get there, to get climb one more step, and that's how
Yeah,
people who are learning violin right now should always keep themselves motivated by having some or the other aim. Then only they'll practice. Otherwise, there's no use.
Mike.
Again, are you able to hear it now?
हा तुला मध्ये मध्ये कमी होतो, एकदम आवाज कमी होतो.
Okay. Just give me one moment. I can switch. Is it better now? Is it better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, cool. As you shared that the journey towards learning Indian classical violin, I have a very curious question in my mind. That if, now can you hear me?
आता बोला.
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
हा,
Is it clear?
yeah.
I just switched my network.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. As you briefly explained your journey towards Indian classical music, there is a very curious question I have. I'm very curious about this. As people find Indian classical music boring, some people say that starting में bore होता है, but end में बहुत मजा आता है. So, on the violin, I know what they're referring to is when we start playing the jhala, then they feel हाँ ये कुछ अच्छा बज रहा है ऐसा बजाओ वो starting का बोर मत सुनाओ. So is it really mandatory to play jhala every time we and can't we just listen to the music and have peace of our mind and then just relax? Is it always mandatory to play this exciting music after we end the concert?
It is a choice of audience.
Okay.
Kishori Titi used to tell us always, you should have the power of changing the mindset of the audience.
Mm, mm, mm.
It is unfortunate that nowadays the jhala has become more powerful.
Yeah.
If you don't play jhala, then you are not a violinist. If you don't sing the tarana fast in a fast speed, if you don't sing more tan, you are not a singer. Something of this kind, you know. If you don't sing on higher pitch, higher pitch, then you are not a singer. All those things. I don't say that they are wrong. There should be some good balance.
Right.
If I have a concert to perform for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I would play 5 minutes of jhala
Okay.
to show the change.
Mm.
You play tan, you play ala pala pala. There should be some change, right?
Right.
But in a half an hour of concert, you play 15 minutes of jhala is something not correct. Or
Definitely.
in 1 hour of concert, you play 25 minutes of tan and everything is not a good balance. I wouldn't say it is not compulsory to play or it is compulsory to play or it is not needed. But my experience is little different. If I play jhala by any chance, by mistake, there are audience who will come and tell me, आपने jhala बजा के बहुत बुरा किया. We have
Oh
not
my God.
we have not come to listen to your jhala. We have come to listen to your soulful music.
Right. Purity of notes.
So yeah, Kishori Didi, as I told you in the beginning, our music, my music, is like a prayer. So if I want to pray God to bless me, then I will not क्या बोलते हैं उसको आवाज बड़ा करके ऐसा तो हम प्रार्थना नहीं करेंगे ना.
Right.
तो प्यार से करने के लिए योर म्यूजिक शुड बी माइल्ड, it should be soft, it should be heart touching violin.
Right.
So that is what I feel, I believe in that. Let me tell you one example, not example, let me tell you one of the fact. When my first concert was there in America, I went to Kishori Didi's place to take blessings. And basically, Datar Guruji also doesn't play jhala, na? He plays the jhala, but he plays in a different way. I'll demonstrate a little bit what is the new way of what he has introduced. And further, I have introduced. I am trying to develop it in a different way. So, Kishori Didi told me that now you are going to America. God bless you. Make a good name. May God bless you everything. But remember, you will not play jhala in any of the concerts. If you play jhala, my doors are closed to you.
Oh my God.
This was kind of a warning to bring me on control that jhala is not needed. And everywhere in all the 14 concerts in 2007, I did not play jhala anywhere.
Oh, that's very rare thing to happen, but
It is a fact.
a commendable thing. Yeah, you
What
used to tell us that Kishorita used to say that playing jhala is like fighting with the notes. Why are you fighting with the notes?
Exactly.
You should care for the notes. You should handle them with very care and love and affection.
Right. That's true. See.
my God, this is the most soulful jhala I've ever heard.
Yeah, others try
No
to play like
aggressive
this.
voice. Yeah, 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 yeah,
And all.
yeah. Bowing very aggressively announce and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
that's my effort
yeah,
to make it mild jhala.
yeah, yeah. Right. The next question what I wanted to ask you is, you always say that we are very lucky in this technological era where we have phones, we have telephones, the world has become so close, and whatever you are teaching us has become so accessible to us that we don't pay attention actually at that time, and we just we have the recording, we can listen to it later. It is also already available on YouTube, we can hear it anytime. So like, can you share some of the moments when you were learning as a student and you used to remember everything, then go home, then recollect it, then practice, and then go to Guruji and then show him again?
Yeah, yeah. This is a good, very good question.
Yeah. I want to know how lucky we are, and why do you say
See,
like this?
yeah, on the first part you are lucky because you are getting the new technique of violin playing,
Hmm.
the technique that I have learned from Kishori Didi,
Hmm.
Datar Guruji, and all other gurus, Pandit Ji, the vocalist Vasantra Kadnekar ji, Western
Padmashri ji.
technique. Only.
Yeah.
So I consider myself that I am a lucky person
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
have all these star artists as my
Hmm.
guru. So in one go, you are getting everything to learn. I had to run everywhere. Do you want to know what I used to do? How I learned all this?
Yeah,
In the
of
morning
course I want.
in the morning time, I used to cook food.
Hmm.
Then go to Kishori Didi's house.
Hmm.
Then come and attend my school. That was my job.
Hmm.
Then the evening again go to Kishori Didi's house.
Hmm.
Come back, cook and
Hmm.
practice whatever she has taught me by till 1 o'clock. Then next day the journey. And in between, some
Hmm.
of the days I used to go to Datar Guruji's house.
Hmm.
So in the morning, in the morning, uh, Prabha Devi
Hmm.
school Andheri, Goregaon, Datar Guruji,
Hmm.
and in between my tuitions also,
Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
recording tuitions, my school. Sometimes early morning I used to go to Datar Guruji's house,
Hmm. Hmm.
then go to Thai's
Hmm.
place, attend the school, and again go to Thai's place.
Oh my God. Hmm. Hmm.
This entire, if you want to know the kilometer, it was like a 14, 14, 28, 7, 7, 14, 28
14.
and 28 plus 28 plus 14. कितना हो गया?
Oh. Hmm.
That
Right.
many
50
kilometers.
plus kilometers in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes train, sometimes scooter, sometimes cycling, and then bus, all those things.
Hmm.
So coming to so whenever I play any phrase, if you don't understand, do I teach you 2, 3, 4 times? Do I make you teach four, 5 times?
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yes.
that opportunity I never had.
Oh. It,
Now,
it,
for example, if
it's
this
not
phrase,
about 2, 3, 4 times. We ask you to play it in slow motion also, and you explain us one note at a time.
exactly with the fingers, right?
Yeah.
Appropriate. Now, this, for example, I remember you wanted to know this phrase.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Now,
Ah. Ah.
I was literally waiting Data Guruji to play this phrase.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
He would play it now, he would play tomorrow, he would play
Hmm.
the after tomorrow.
Hmm.
Now we have been learning Yaman for last past almost 1 month,
Yeah.
right? Datar Guruji had a different technique of
Hmm.
teaching.
Hmm.
He used to keep on changing the rag every day.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, for 10 years I learned so many
Hmm.
rags. but it was not continued. Like Monday, let us say Kedar,
Hmm.
Tuesday was something else.
Else.
Wednesday would be Malkons, Thursday would be Todi,
Oh
morning
my
would be
God.
something else. So all kind of rag, but every day little. And he never allowed me to write it down. He
Oh,
never allowed to record it.
record it. Hmm.
So whatever he played at that moment, I used to try to learn at least two, three, four phrases in my mind, go out and first write it down.
Okay.
And I think sometimes it was good that he didn't allow me to write at his place, or else I would have become lazy maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Same thing, same condition was in Tai's house, but there was
Hmm.
a difference. Like uh, she used to make me play that,
Hmm. Hmm.
and if I played wrong, then she used to correct me that.
Okay. Hmm.
There was a difference. Just
Hmm.
the way that I told you that phrase.
Ah. Yeah.
Now this phrase, wherever I used to go wrong, she used to say, "नाही नाही, हे बो कट कशाला केला?
Hmm. Hmm.
ते बोट बदल आणि या बोटाने
Ah.
वाजव." Though she
Oh
was
my
a
God.
singer, she could understand. मग असं केलं की बोट तुटणार,
Hmm.
स्वर तुटणार. So play मग in this middle
In
finger.
this.
All these kind of things.
Great.
So that's why I always say that you are lucky.
Hmm.
I allow you to write down. I allow you to record. I
Yeah.
allow
Yeah.
you to ask me this 5 times, 10 times, 10 days until the phrases come. Still, you are not
Right.
playing.
That's a different story altogether.
Yeah.
Right. Uh, one more thing I would like to ask is, see, you have done so much of hard work. Only you know what you have done. So,
Mm.
and then it has brought you here, right? So, in this today's world of Instagram and Reels and getting famous quickly, and people are just running behind getting famous or getting publicity or something. So, what would you like? Would you like to share some tips with them that do focus on uh, basic fundamentals first, increase your skill set first, and then come in front of the
Yeah.
public, or
It,
something like this.
yeah.
People
This is
just
a
want to
little.
perform first, be on stage first, rather than practicing.
फास्ट फूड का जमाना है ना, फास्ट फूड का जमाना है.
Fast food ka zamana
Noodles, noodles, pizza.
hai.
It
Two
is
minutes
sad
Maggie.
thing. Yeah. It is sad actually.
Mm.
Nothing, nothing. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Uh, it will not sustain for long time
Mm.
if you are not
Very true.
master of your art.
Mm.
Here I would like to remind you the words of that Mr. Emiliano
Mm.
Dicros, who
Ridiculous.
told me, be master of your art, be A graded, top graded, आपको कभी नीचे देखने की
जरूरत
जरूरत
नहीं
नहीं
पड़ेगी.
पड़ेगी. तो
Right.
आजकल क्या हो रहा है, थोड़ा सा मीडिया का जमाना हो गया है. पीपल सिंग वन और टू सॉन्ग और प्ले वन और टू songs, they get good hits, they get good viewers and all, then
Viral. Their
they
video
get
gets
famous
viral.
and then
Mm.
they get concerts also.
Right.
It's sad, but I would always advise to make mastery of that art that you are learning on.
Mm.
Whatever art
Mm.
form it may be, violin or it may be singing, even fine art also,
Mm.
whatever it is. You
Mm.
have to be after that. As I
Right.
said, keep a aim. A simple aim I am giving you.
Mm.
Just remember.
Mm.
Suppose you are playing Nirega ma ga re sa ni da dan sa ni da Nirega ma ga re sa ni da Nirega ma ga re sa. Now, how long you are going to play this? Keep a target.
Okay.
For example, you know that watch goes like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? Keep a target that this the big, what we said,
Big
मोठा काटा
hand
काय
of
म्हणतात
the
त्याला,
violin.
big hand of the watch come at the 15. Till it
Okay.
comes 15, I will not stop, I will not
Stop.
talk, I will not receive any calls, I will
Mm.
not drink water, I will not get up from this place,
Right.
I will not keep my violin down. So tak 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 tak, this is the beginning.
Right.
Then same moto you keep it, let it come on the
30.
30,
Okay.
and then 45, and then 1 hour.
Mm.
One phrase, huh? I'm not
One
talking about
phrase.
Yaman Rag. Only one
Mm.
phrase. This is the beginning to keep a aim.
Mm.
I used to keep aim like that, Suppose I have called one student at my house.
Mm.
बात करते करते तभी ये घड़ी बीड़ी नहीं था मेरे पास, मोबाइल तो था ही नहीं, तो 11 बजे आ जाओ, and I know it is now 9:30. I used to play one phrase until he enters my house.
Oh.
That's how I did my riyaz.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of motivation we are getting right now from you. Yeah. Also, to all the upcoming violinists who are playing the violin, who possess a violin basically, they really don't know how to, not everyone, I must say, but few of them do not know how to handle the violin, how to take care of the violin, how to maintain the violin so that it doesn't get damaged, it doesn't, uh, uh, what we can say, it doesn't get
Yeah,
dirty.
you
So,
are
would you
right.
share
You are
some,
right. You are right.
yeah, would you share some very, very critical tips for all the violinists out there who just keep the violin as it is after playing, which is very wrong, I think.
Very wrong. See, first thing, the dust powder of the rosin
Mm.
should be wiped.
Okay. Okay.
Use a cotton handkerchief,
Okay.
soft.
Mm.
Then cleaning the violin like this.
Mm.
I don't know whether you are able to
Below
see.
the fingerboard, yeah, I am able to
Below
see.
the
Yeah.
fingerboard,
Yeah.
and then clean it this
Wipe it.
way,
Right.
and the
Okay.
same way below the tailpiece.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Then polish this sideways.
Okay. Okay.
Then this sideways, back side, and this part
Okay.
is very important because our sweat is tend to spoil this
Accumulating.
part.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
accumulate, it may spoil. Then this entire string part, then this part,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
of course this part also, but basically these strings and the front body behind, this is
Mm.
very
Mm.
important.
Very important.
Another thing, when you go for a concert, always take one extra bridge with you,
Okay.
extra E
Okay.
string
Mm.
and A string.
Mm. Mm.
Same thing goes for the bow. After
Okay.
you play the violin, loosen it
Mm.
so that the band of this bow doesn't go. Can you see this
I
band?
can see this bend. Right. I can see it from here.
Many parents think that this is a banded bow, so it is not good, and then they
Exactly.
buy the straight one.
Yeah. Yeah. They do. They do. And
Yeah, but this band is very
yeah,
important
many
to give the
people
intonation.
feel that the hair of the bow should be very tight, so they keep their bow till
Yeah,
it forms the shape.
tilted,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
bow shape, arrow, yeah.
Right.
Then wipe this
Hmm.
every day,
Hmm.
and after you play violin, apply the resin and then keep it in the bow.
Okay. Okay.
And
What?
when you apply the resin, when you apply the resin,
Hmm.
see that resin is twisted. I mean, turned in all four sides.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know, if you don't turn it,
Hmm.
then you will find a valley over there.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets
So to
formed.
avoid that, and half of the resins are spoiled. So you
Exactly.
keep on turning that resin while you apply.
Violin, right. Further, I would like to touch base upon while I play the violin personally. I feel my back always aches. Even if I play for 15 minutes, no, my back starts aching. So of course you gave me the solution, and it's your own invention, the violin stand. It has benefited me so much. But I would like to know more about it. Like how did this idea came to you of a violin stand?
I had
How
a, yeah, this is a good question. Thank you for
hmm.
asking this. I had a back attack
Oh, okay.
on the concert while playing concert
Hmm.
in Rag Yaman.
Hmm.
I played Gamak Tan Ni Re Re Ga Gama Mada Da Ni Ni
Hmm.
Sa, and
Okay.
then at that playing the Sa, something caught me, and then I had
Oh.
to leave the concert. I was unable to move my hand.
Hmm.
There were some people who lifted me up,
Hmm.
brought me out. The concert was halfway over,
Oh, I was
and then
unaware about this. Hmm.
yeah, it was in 1996.
Okay.
And 8 days after that, I had a concert in Bhopal.
Oh.
Yeah. So what happened? My father was worried. Even I was worried. Next
Definitely.
day I started playing violin. I was unable to play because it was paining me. But I could play. My father told me just hold it in Western position and play.
Mm.
So I hold it like this, then I played. Nothing happened.
Mm.
Then I played that
Mm.
tan. Ni ni re re ga ga ma ma da da ni ni re re da da. Nothing happened. So then I brought it down, but it pained. So the conclusion
Oh.
was, if I bring it down, the vein, that vein gets damaged. It
Right.
hurts.
Right. 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 It hurts.
So what? Yeah. So what my father did was, he asked, he kept his hand like this and told me to rest it on his hand.
Mm-hmm.
So slowly, slowly, I brought it down, 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 keeping my backbone straight.
Back straight.
If you don't use the stand, you are leaning and keeping your violin on the leg.
Right.
So it become like this,
Yeah, we are
and
naturally
that was the reason.
bending.
Yeah, and that was the reason why I got that attack.
Oh,
Huh?
okay. Okay.
So then he brought his hand like this. I kept the violin. I played for one hour. I played with the same tan, whatever it is. Came to the conclusion that this is because of the band. Then I called
Right.
the carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
He came to my house. Then we sat on it. क्या कर सकते हैं? Then he made one device with a cross like this.
Okay.
और उसको बोला था कि I am leaving on Saturday. You have to give me within 3-4
3-4
days.
days.
Now you know all carpenters are great. He didn't turn up on Sunday morning also. Yeah, Saturday morning also. And at that time, mobile was not there, only the phone. Somebody left, uh, answered my call and said, I think he's gone to Raikar's place.
Okay.
So I was sure that he's coming to my place.
Coming.
And my bags are ready, and then he enters the house with that cross. The first stand.
Yeah,
That's
first hand.
that saved me. And
Right.
I'm
That, that
thankful to
saved.
that person. He still meets me sometimes. But
Okay. Okay.
it was his manufacturing, his idea how to make it. Idea
Make
was
it.
mine, but he made it. And then I developed the new techniques. Then I made it. The
Exactly.
first one was still, it was not folding.
Right.
Yeah.
Then
So
you made.
I advise those who are having back pain, those who are, especially it is good for the people who are tall.
Right.
Yeah, those people who are tall. Somebody saw my concert on the Doordarshan with the stand. They ranks Doordarshan, and then they found my contact number. They came to me,
Oh.
and then order new stand.
Yeah.
And that fellow was Dr. Mehta from Chandni Road. He was 6 feet. He said, I had stopped playing violin for
Well.
last 20
Yeah.
years because of
Yeah.
your stand. I restarted.
Exactly.
Yeah,
One of
that's the story.
person I know one person who is almost 80 years old. He loves to play the violin, and because of this back pain, couldn't sit down and all. And then your stand was a savior, and now he has resumed his
Exactly.
violin at the age of 80. I'm really
Right.
happy that the stand has
Correct.
benefited so many people. Yeah,
This is the one.
this is the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a life savior for those who play the violin. So I advise
Yeah,
every
life
one of
saver.
you,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, upcoming violinists, please do give a chance to the stand, and you'll see the back pain is gone. It's literally gone. There's no back pain after I've started using the stand. Uh,
True.
one more question I would like to love to ask you is, you teach many small students, right? They love to learn from you. Hi, Mayur has joined us. Uh, So you have started a kids channel on YouTube, if I'm not wrong. So would you like
Oh,
to
yeah, yeah, yeah,
explain?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I just
have
saw the
started.
video, Funky Beats something. So
Funky
please,
beat for
please tell.
kids.
Yeah, please tell us about it more, some more.
Though I am a classical violinist, I am a music teacher in one of the academic schools, SSC board and international Bombay Cambridge International School.
Mm.
And I love kids.
Mm.
So for past 25 years, every year I kept on composing new songs, catchy songs, peppy songs, the songs on the topic of the rain, topic of the parts of the body, funny songs. So some of the parents just give me a hint like your songs are very catchy. Why don't you come up with the recordings? This was a story of almost 15 years ago.
Okay.
I said करेंगे कभी तो करेंगे कभी तो करेंगे. Then 5 years ago, before pandemic, I met 4 nice children in the school. You were there, I think, in 2017 for my concert where I included those singers.
No, I wasn't there. I met you for the first time in 2018.
18, okay. So for that concert, I gave a platform to those singers. There were 12 singers who were in senior KG, not even in first, senior KG.
Okay.
So tiny, so small. That video is also there on the YouTube.
It is there.
Yeah, they have sung Edelweiss song
Edelweiss. You have,
with our Yaman.
we have collaborated Yaman and Edelweiss.
Yaman, yeah, that song is there. So that's how I took those 4 children. I requested parents that allow them to sing. So I came up with those audio. Now ऑडियो करके क्या करना. मेरे दोस्तों ने लोगों ने बोला कि वो ऑडियो का भी जमाना चला गया ना, एवरीथिंग इज ऑन द वीडियो. So then I thought of taking out that video, let them dance. I selected some of the good dancers from the school, some of the good people. It's not a question of good dancer.
Right.
The nature should be a cooperative. So all those things, then they agreed, and that's how I recorded 6 songs. Then I came into contact of animator. So I did those songs also,
Okay.
animated songs. So now the songs are on the move, one by one, one by one.
They're in progress. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so great to know. One more point I would touch base on is many people come to learn from you, right? Not necessarily they must be staying in Mumbai. So whenever people from outside, maybe outside Maharashtra, maybe abroad, students from abroad come to learn violin from you, not one day is enough to learn from you, definitely. Mule is saying we are facing too much echo from your side. Is it true?
Not for me.
Not for you. Mule, I think some problem at your end. Okay, so let me continue. So, when people come to learn from you outside India, maybe outside Maharashtra, you do allow them to stay at your place, right? So that they can be in the environment for maximum time. They can grasp as much as they want from you. And you're not one of the teachers who does this for money, as I know, because I'm saying it from my personal experience. And you just want those who are willing to learn violin genuinely, they should learn, be it at any cost, they should learn. So, like, I'm very touched by this behavior. I myself have stayed at your place and learned the violin. So, what I say, how this concept of allowing students to stay at your home, like it must be too much on your plate. So how do you manage all this?
I'll tell you, when I was going to learn from Pandit B.S. Bhattji in Dharwad,
Yeah.
I think
I
many
think
others
there
are
is
saying
echo
that.
from my side. 2, 3 people have
Yeah,
commented. Just a second. I have some one more phone with me, and that's why maybe the echo is there. Yeah, I think now the echo should go. It's not about the
ask
earphone.
Mehul.
Just to see who has joined and if there are any questions. I had joined from one more phone, and the phone was
Yeah,
kept
yeah,
beside me. Yeah.
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 Okay, so the reason was, the main aim is that the child should learn.
Hmm.
If there is a problem with the staying issue, by God's grace, I had 2 houses,
Hmm.
and one house
Hmm.
was kept for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then when that house was given on rented, then naturally I allowed them to stay to my house. The idea is only that they should learn as much as possible whenever they are in town,
Exactly.
right? Yeah. Another question that sometimes I'm generous. That is because
Way too
I always
generous.
say that, yeah, I always say that my Guruji never took money from me.
Okay.
Yeah, I was lucky that all my teachers taught me Vidya Dan Kiya.
Hmm.
But it's my responsibility to give them back. I cannot give them with the money. Only what I can give them, maintaining their teachings and teaching it to the others.
True. Hmm.
In in olden days, like before pandemic, and till for let us say for 20 years, I never took money from students. I
Hmm.
didn't demand. I didn't
Hmm.
ask.
Hmm.
They used to pay me. I used to take it.
Hmm. Whatever it
It
is.
was that deal.
Hmm.
It was that deal. किती पैसे किती fee तुमची? I used to say, you see whatever
Hmm.
comfortable to you.
Hmm.
That was the deal. But then all are not honest. Many of them just they learned and they left completely.
Hmm.
There
Hmm.
are there are 3-4 occasions in a year like Guru Purnima, birthday,
Hmm.
Diwali, New Year. These four are the occasion where you can at least say hello sir, good morning sir, happy new year. You can call them. I mean they can call us. But they people have forgotten that. Forget others, but Guru Purnima kam se kam, at least they should visit Guru Purnima and take the blessing.
It is a
Meet,
must.
keep
Yeah.
a rapport, keep a rapport with teacher. So slowly, I started getting shouting from my family, shouting from my senior concerned
Hmm.
students that अभी ये there is a nice word क्या अभी ये दिलदारी बंद करो
समाज
nobody
सेवा.
समाज सेवा बंद करो nobody remembers you after you they just learn and then
Learn.
go.
Hmm.
So I said भगवान ने दिया तो करेंगे ना जितना जितना तक सिखा सकता हूँ मैं सिखाऊंगा जब यहाँ पे आएगा तभी पैसा मांगूंगा मगर जब यहाँ तक आया ना और जब मैंने पैसा मांगा तो वो बच्चे लोग छोड़ के गए हैं 5 साल सीखे हुए हैं यू नो मैनी ऑफ देम 5 साल
I know.
सीखे हुए हैं
Hmm.
फुकट का पैसा बताया मैंने अभी मुझे पैसे की जरूरत है तो यू स्टार्ट गिविंग मनी ओके सर करके नेक्स्ट डे से गायब फोन भी
I know.
नहीं उठाया बात भी नहीं किया गुरु पूर्णिमा को भी नहीं आते बर्थडे का भी विश नहीं करते कॉन्सर्ट को भी नहीं आते सो दिस इज काइंड ऑफ द एक्सपीरियंसेस आई गॉट देन आई मेट वन फ्रेंड अ फ्रेंड म्यूजिशियन एंड अ पर्सन विथ अ कैलकुलेटिव माइंड
Hmm.
ही सेड कितने बच्चों को सिखाया अभी तक मैंने बोला 500 1000
सहज. Hmm.
कितना कितने साल से 20 साल से कितने घंटे दिए आपने उनको तो दिन का 1 घंटा दे दिया 5 बच्चों को 5 घंटा दिया 4 घंटा दे दिया 4 घंटा इंटू 1 मंथ 4 × 12
बरोबर.
120 इंटू 20 ईयर्स वी कैलकुलेटेड
Right.
आपने एक भी पैसा नहीं दिया फाइन कितने बच्चे तैयार हो गए आपके हाँ, कितने कितने जन ने आपका नाम किया रोशन
Hmm.
कितने जन को बजाने को आता है वायलिन नहीं
Hmm.
आता है किसी को तो आपने क्या पाया कुछ नहीं पाया नथिंग
Right.
nor they are learning nor they are keep the respect nor they are meeting and I am at loss then I started asking for the that because of the two main pillars of my academy गोगले and Dr. नेमेकर ये बोले थे अभी ये सोशल वर्क बंद करना सोशल वर्क जरूर करो as I told you I play for cancer patient I play for
Right.
old age home we play I mean you I know you have not
I
joined but other my
have done.
students have joined we have played for and the uh, the pleasure that you get when you see the smile on those old people senior people
Yes.
the tears
Exactly.
they come out with that's the fantastic pleasure I get so coming to the point so that's how I started asking for
Hmm.
the fees and after
Hmm.
pandemic and after shifting from my that house. Now I have come to this called as flat.
Mm.
Now I am under loan, so I need money. So this helped me to demand money and ask for the fees.
Right.
Even in this condition also, if anybody requests me, I tell them, okay,
Yeah.
fine, you pay me later, or you tell me what is comfortable to you, I will take it.
Mm. Right.
Yeah.
Right. You're
And God is great. God is यहाँ से दे दिया ना तो वहां से मुझे मिलता है. That's what I have seen.
I know
Yeah,
God is great because I learned from you.
correct. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yadnesh has joined.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
It's great
nice.
to see you, Yadnesh, here. Yeah, I think.
Okay,
Oh my God! We got carried away so much. We are over the time, and yeah, there's so much to ask. I think we can do a part two of this interview again sometime, and everyone would definitely love to hear many memories from you. Yeah, we all have to share so much. But thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough that whatever you have shared with us today has inspired every one of us in some or the other way. All the upcoming
my
violinists who are willing to
pleasure.
learn, who are right now learning, and they have so much to learn from you. I cannot touch base on that even
Yeah,
slightest. So thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity, for sparing your
my
valuable
pleasure.
time for us and
My
sharing all the
pleasure.
memories. No one would openly tell such things. No one would. Everyone will just come and tell all the great things and yes, all the goody things, cheesy things, and then yeah, thank you so much, Tata, bye bye. But no, whatever you have shared with a true heart, with open heart, is going to benefit all the students, all the people out there so much. And thank you so much. I would again
Thank
like
you.
to thank Chaitanya for giving me this opportunity, and I'm truly blessed today.
Yeah, yeah. We must thank Chaitanya. He's doing a good job. Thank you and sharing knowledge. If any of this audience who are violinists, if they learn something from whatever I have shared, this interview will be
Yeah,
fruitful.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, this interview
Thank you
will
so much.
be here on this platform for lifetime. So anyone who wants to listen to this again, see it again, then they would be able to see. I'll be sharing the link with everyone, and
Yeah.
they would be able to revisit this interview again. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Bye.
much, sir. Namaskar karte.
Thank you.
Please keep
Namaskar.
blessing.
God bless you.
Yeah. Thank
God
you.
bless.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining.